And I tell you that the time is getting critical. I don't want you to worry. No, I never want you to fret. There is so much going on inside critical. Holding them same old Babylon, trying to run things through them. But if you think that is not justice, then they just think twice. He would have never make them development that's the paradise. When there's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and we ain't giving up no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stop. No way. When I tell you that the time is getting serious, just because I wanna put my people under, just them same old Babylon acting furious, and I don't wanna see the little youths and getting hurt. Now if you think that majesty is sleeping, then you take their thing fast. I see I never make them Babylon myself and the night. When there's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and they ain't giving no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stray. No way. When I tell you that the time is getting critical, I don't want you to worry. No, I never want you to fret. There is nothing going on here scientific. Only them few old Babylon trying to run things to the wreck. But if you think that it matters, then they their thing twice. We will never make them Babylon Russians and the night. When there's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and we ain't giving up no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stray. No way. Yeah. There's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and we ain't giving up no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stop. Peace, 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 peace. I hope that y'all can hear me. That was fair use of the song called Protege, and it's by it says Rasta Love, Kaimani Marley, but that's one of my personal favorites. From very long ago. It's not a newbie. That's an oldie but goodie. And yeah, that's that warrior music. That's that Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon. That's why we're on this channel tonight, because it's appropriate. This is the channel where no breaks are given, and there's no peace, love, and light over here. There's only the truth. And I'm missing one thing that I have to have. So you guys are going to have to literally hold on just one hot second. That's not what I was looking for, but we keep that. Not the ones that was open already. Never mind. I'm supposed to be disciplining myself and not having any snacks while I'm online. I don't think it's fair. This is the Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon channel, and that's why we're over here, because you do what you want to do over here. So I'm pulling out the rest of my friggin' trail mix that is 90% walnuts now, because you notice with the trail mix, they're freaking loading it up with walnuts. And then you might get a couple almonds, a couple macadamia nuts. This is supposed to have the whole kabang. But we got more walnuts than anything. It's crazy. No. But that's the deal. Let me close the door so you don't hear my TV. And in a minute, I'm gonna really be in my Scorpio bag and turn this damn light out, because that's when she's in her bag. But I'm gonna pull a couple of cards first. And yeah, so many things are going on in the news, y'all. Have you seen? So much going on. What did I have on my mind to even tell you all about? Actually found some information in world history that admits that Isis's powers were transferred to her from Serket. And this is like completely groundbreaking. Not new news to me. I already knew this, and I'm sure her devotees, excuse my locks, I got like them in a certain style under here, so my hair looks crazy, but you're not here to look at my hair or whatever. But finally they're admitting that all of her accolades and whatnot that she could do, you know, her greatness or whatever, was transferred to her and taken from Serket. So I immediately saved that information, because when I go to bake and fry me a so-called Egypt expert, if they're not kicking the real, we going to war. Simply. So that's the deal with that. And it was a wonderful day. It actually happened the day of her veneration day, which is the 9th, which is my beloved grandmother. Right here. That's also her born day. But she's, in the ancestor realm. But her born day was August the 9th, which is Serket's actual day also, her veneration day. So it's always a wonderful time of year for us. And so it was really great to finally stumble upon the written information that verified, because you hear ISIS, 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 ISIS. I knew from Jump Street that any great civilization would have to have a goddess, a scorpion goddess. And so I bought the complete encyclopedia of gods and goddesses in my search of this information that I just knew was out there, but I had to find it. Literally not knowing, or sort of knowing, that I was searching for my ancient information also. So one of these books down here is the complete encyclopedia of gods and goddesses. And lo and behold, I would find that Serket, that's her, the lady with the scorpion on her head. Lo and behold, I find her on the cover. You gotta be pretty important to get on the cover. This is the other important goddess, Mat. Now, Osset, the great mother, she is famous because she is the mother of the first immaculately conceived child, which they call them Horus, but the pronunciation would be Heru. And so we got a lot of mixed up flim flam going on. But most recently, I witnessed some teachings that gave a complete rundown of aspects of Serket, but she was an actual netter, and they do not have her birth date, and they do not have her death date, how she transitioned and went into the ancestor realm. You know why? Because she didn't. There's actually this character that they created, and his name is called Jesus Christ. He is actually a man that's living out the description of the female savior that came to save the world. But she had to be turned into a white male. How crappy is that? With your one earthly life, you get that done to you? I would gather she wasn't that happy about serving as this wonderful giver. Actually gave of everything, because your magic is all you have. I don't know what any of these other people been telling you, and I don't give a shit. They lied to you. Lied to us, because I too was lied to. But have no fear, my darlings. I am here to set the record straight. And you don't have to be a Scorpio to come into Scorpio land, but You must be ready for your truth or the truth or whatever it is that the intuitive eye of the Cancer Moon and Scorpio Sun would have to say. So I kept looking and reading through the book, but I had already started with the biggest clue ever, was to actually read who and what was on the cover. She had to be important to make the cover of the complete gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt. Some say she's a, well, no, that would be right. Look, I don't know what the freak is messing with my mouse, but it seemed like somebody, and I already went through my computer. Nobody has remote control over my fucking computer. But what the hell is going on with my mouse just moving by itself? Like I'm literally recording this happening. Like I have a TikTok account. Is the Chinese motherfuckers over there doing this shit? Nothing's, hooked up. So I don't know. Maybe it's the netters. I'm very mystical and mysterious and magical. Perhaps they're displaying their power for you. If they are, they could at least let me know so that I won't have to be thinking that someone's trying to. Because, I have extra security on my computer, so I don't know what the heck is this all about. You guys can't see it. Why not, though? Because if I was pointing at something, yeah, the screen would have to be mirrored. Mm-mm-mm. But you would see my mouse just literally, it clicked on something and made that come on my screen. So let me get back to what I was doing. What a big distraction, which I don't like. But anyway, you have to be important to get on the cover. So I did my research and I was correct. She's very important. She's pretty much the savior of the world, and they have made her everything, all of these different gods and goddesses, except for the right one. Too funny. You make it on the cover here, but then they still tried to hide who you actually were. And it was just so crazy because they gave some of her power to Offset to make her who she is today. Love her and everything, but we gotta face the truth about how that happened. The mother of humanity has been being robbed from day one, turned into a man. It was bad enough that they didn't want Offset to get any of the credit for gathering her husband's body parts out of the Nile and getting everything that they tried to scatter, which was a miracle in itself. She had definitely had some assistance from her very good friend, Thoth Tahuti, which helped her to extract what she needed to out of the body once they put it back together. But the Hekau, which is the magical words, actually came from Serket. And it is in the Per and Peru that Tahuti added the spells of Serket. So Ket has been being robbed, literally, because if they would have said that's what they're doing, something different. But again, we all know how it feels to be greatness and see others that's not on your level walking in your identity. And I'm afraid that has to stop. And the buck stops here with the goddess. I'll be the first to let you know. That is about to come to a wrap. And those people over there that they call themselves Catholics, they're going to be the first ones to fess up. It's so bad, though, that you can't be something and be accepted for what you are. It's just really a bad situation that history was so magnificent that they had those that were so envious of everything that was done back then. And it was just simply because they couldn't do it. It's really sad. Just put another message up here. No one's in the chat. Yeah, so I really wanted to talk about these types of things that happen in society and they go unchecked. And so therefore, the villains think that you forgot and you didn't. So let us do a couple of cards. That was a lot. Just try that again. You need a couple cards, goddess. How is the goddess feeling about what has happened in her life? How do you feel? Okay. She feels like the Page of Cups. Let's just get a genuine thing. She looks happy, but it's like kind of a smirk. It's not a full smile. It's kind of like, let me tell you. Page of Cups. What's that? A surprising little fish poking its head up from her cup. Something or someone unexpected is coming your way. And it's going to affect your emotions pretty wildly. I wonder, is it something about this browser? I'm definitely not giving it any I'm gonna dismantle it when I'm done. But yeah, maybe it's this weird browser for some reason. Everybody wants to have access to digital stuff. But yeah, that Page of Cups. Something or someone unexpected is coming. It's going to affect your emotions pretty wildly. Maybe you've been hit by a wave of inspiration and you've stumbled upon a brand new friend. Whatever it is, it's a tidal wave of feelings. Don't be afraid to just wade right in. Perfect card for Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon. But I asked the goddess how she felt about what had happened. And she just now said something new is going to happen. And she also just said about the Eight of Wands. What's going on there? You fly across the desert fast as hell and look into the horizon, the wand speeding along the sky above you. It's time to stop sitting around. You've got to take action and go, go, go. Rev the engine and stop waiting on time because you've got things to do, people to see, and places to go. Boom, boom, boom. Just like everything else in my life, I'm trying to ask what the goddess needs to do, and she's telling me about myself. So, should I assume I am the goddess? I think I should assume that. She doesn't have to be any more clearer. Resurrection, it happens. There's people reborn all over the place. But this goddess didn't transition and she's still being reborn in others. How magical is that? Nine of Cups. He definitely wanted to give her power to him. But she thought it not robbery to come and live through people like me. She said, that mouthpiece, I can definitely live through there. She's got what it takes and she will say it. I'm glad to be in the number, in the army of the Lord. She is still waiting, but most of her army is etheric, and she knows that, or she feels like you guys are still learning. She'd be the last one to give up on you, not me, her. Nine of Cups. Treat yourself. You've been killing it lately, and you deserve a nice reward after your success and accomplishments. So true. Throw a party, buy yourself something nice, have a spa day, do something you want, um, do something only for you, share yourself, show yourself the love you deserve, and don't feel guilty about sharing your own self with your own self. For once, I'm trying to, it's actually some lip balm, and I also make natural products also, but I'm reconditioning my lips because I used to be a smoker. It takes just as long as the time that you smoke to recondition your lips, but not really, due to my new invention that is helping the pigment get back blended properly. And I'd rather go through the process and see the actual product working so I can offer it to others as well. See, I notice cosmetically a lot of you out there think you're fucking cute, and you're not. As a matter of fact, the more cute you think you are, the more you need to check your ugly ass self. A lot of people like to talk about my nose. Well, my nose is a product of strong genes transfer because it went from my dad into all of the world, his children. That is the birthmark, the nose. You didn't have to have no DNA test. You look right at the kid like, that's his child. That's the real DNA test. Until your genes get strong like that, you need to be somewhere building them up. If every time you have a kid, you gotta have a damn DNA test, and the child is supposed to be able to say, if it looked just like you. So what's up with that? Okay, well y'all weak asses need to get your shit together. Per Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups. Um, what's gonna happen next? Who knows? But where's my phone here? Y'all have all this crap. Look at my card. Yeah. SIP to Amos Wilson, Famous Amos. He owned Famous Amos Cookies. He passed away. Sadly to say, he was pretty much broke and made a lot of bad business decisions that his empire wasn't able to be, progressive for his family. Read the article. As a matter of fact, no one's going to give me any bullshit. I'm just going to put the darn article here. Today, a case of his cookies is $42. The poor man, I can't even share the screen. He died at 88, but here is the article that I will leave with y'all. Copy link. Able to share links. In the chat. Oh, the link has too much characters in it. I'll just do the Google link, maybe. There you go. So you should be able to click on it. Yeah, there you go. If you scroll down, then you'll see the article where it talks about how he had to have, we'll skip right to the chase. They had to open up a GoFundMe to bury Mr. Amos Wilson. Previous owner of Famous Amos Cookies. He couldn't even use his own name and likeness after they got him to settle with $3 million of a $65 million company. Womp, 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 womp. Learn. The ancestors made these mistakes and did everything. A lot of things effed us up. French toast us up. But we have to learn from their mistakes. Simple as that. It's got to stop somewhere. The idiocracy. I am praying this time to the correct Savior to ask, please prolong life until I will get it right. When I get the opportunity, when I have my opportunity, I shall not squander it. That's facts. I think I did all the squandering that I'm going to do in this life. Not to squander. Not to squander. I love my children and grandchildren. You say you love them? Keep paying your life insurance. Why did they have to do a GoFundMe? If you don't have any life insurance, people, get a policy. Practice what you preach. I pay for two. 2 of them. Looking for 3 of them, but I would like 4 of them. Do you have any of them? I would like it to be, oh snap, here go another policy. How much is this for? Oh snap, here go another policy. How much is that one for? Oh snap. If I just have money to invest in the policies, what about that? Anyone out there ready to make a sacrifice for their family by getting multiple policies and being loyal enough to pay for them? That's dope. If you want to call yourself a real one, try to build yourself in that category. I'm working towards it as well. I'm not. The Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon doesn't tell you anything. See those fingers pointing back at me? We know that. And we're not into betraying ourselves, least of all. If anything, you're going to learn a whole hell of a lot of stuff here. You're going to learn everything and then some here. You know, you're dealing with the star of the Magi here. The 23 degrees here. Yeah, I was born on that 23rd degree, Scorpio Sun, in November. And it was almost a 23 degree at Cancer, but it was a little less. But let's just say I be knowing it's not a joke. I'm so excited about this channel also. I want to make it a habit of going live directly without any other platform like StreamYard. I'm about to throw them in the garbage. It's not a bad thing. It just malfunctions at the wrong time. It just is what it is. You know. But before I go, I just want to plug in my Mega Mall, which is how we support our podcast, because we haven't gotten any donations in a very long time. And I have another thing to say about that. Here's our Mega Mall, where you give and you receive reciprocity here. This is a family project that we're building. We would appreciate any participation. That's one website. Then we have here for our mind spiritual services that I offer, which are distant Reiki sessions, natal chart sessions, consultations rather, grief, life coaching, grief life coaching. You could do in-person Reiki session, but you have to be in the area for that. But you could also book the distant Reiki session, which you could be anywhere for that to happen. All I need is a video call with you, and we'll go from there. It's a private thing. Yeah, that website, and then there's another one. Ruby's Airs Boutique is another shop that we have for other specific items. So y'all get over there and check out all 3 of those websites, and I'll know if anyone puts in an order. It comes directly to me. I process the order. So if there's anything that you're looking for and you do not see it on the website, that does not mean that it's not available. The Tanya 23 experience is 24/7 customer service, whether you're on the West Coast or East Coast. If my phone rings, I pick it up and you search for your product. Simple as that. But any other time, it's like clockwork from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. After that, call directly and you will get through. That's the niche we're working on. 24-hour customer service. Shortly, I will have a team that takes care of the phone calls, but until then, it's fine. I'll take care of my people, whatever they need. And my people is everyone out there that comes to my website looking for what they need. That alone is I'm very humbled with that. But from now on, I am marketing myself before anything else. We're not talking about nothing that happened in this world before I market myself. And I actually have a script that I need to rewrite because a couple things is new on there, so my script needs to be updated. But I'm gonna have a little flashcard just like this that prompts me to talk about myself, because sometimes when I get on camera it's a little anxious, a little, and you want to get into whatever you're doing because you don't want to keep people waiting. Why does that is the Cancer Moon in me giving a shit about how other people feel once again. And then my Scorpio side is like, cut all that bullshit out. You don't give a shit. I mean, you do, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? To where emotions is involved in it. Business is business. It's no time for emotion. It's cut and dry. It's a science like 1 + 1. Okay. But I constantly have to check and tame that Cancer part because it's all empathy. Like, I am so empathy. It's a thing. To the point where people get on my nerves. Like, oh, you know everything. No, you think you know everything. That's the most famous quote that I hear a lot from people because I happen to have an extensive intellect. I get teased about it in my community only. Other communities look at like, oh wow, she's not like them. They're not like us and she's not like them. Anyways, that's the deal. So on the way out, we have our wonderful Queen of Wands, and we're out on that note. Tell him we would have never make them never us the paradise. When there's a road march of righteous and of fair, and we ain't give no way. There's a road march of righteous